Welcome to the Smarketing Show, hosted by award-winning B2B sales performance coach Rick Lambert, who has been selected by many of the world's most recognized companies to help them market and sell to win. Let's join Rick now.
Hi, I'm Rick Lambert. Welcome to the Smarketing Show. Today I want to share with you some information I'm seeing, a big trend, and that is the rise of the inside salesperson. Look, I come from being an in-field salesperson, but there's some reasons organizations, perhaps like yours, have moved or should consider adding an inside sales component. Now, this idea came to me in terms of the newest trend at a conference I was speaking at recently, where a room full of about 150 business owners were talking about how to set up their sales formation. And one gentleman who was well thought of in the room said, hey, whatever you do, don't let your salespeople go back to what they were doing before the pandemic. I thought that made a lot of sense. Someone else said, hey, we now have to earn the right to have an in-person, meaning you're physically there meeting with a customer, because they're saying, hey, why wouldn't I just go on Zoom or Teams, etc. And here's a stat they were showing on one of the slides. It said that 87% of companies have now or will move to a hybrid work environment, meaning your customer, even if you could physically go there, they may not be there themselves. So what I want to do now is share with you 10 of the driving factors behind the rise of the inside sales professional. Now, these 10 are not in any order. I just want to share with you again the reasons people are thinking of pulling back maybe on their field coverage and having someone in-house. First of all, a lower cost of sales. I think you would agree it technically costs less in many cases to have someone inside versus in the field. The travel costs alone are a big deal. Number two, how about increased availability, responsiveness? People are saying, hey, I can get a hold of my inside rep right away when my field rep may or may not get back to me right away if something's urgent. Number three, selling more to millennial buyers now. Think about it. As we, as baby boomers, right, move through the system, we'll call it, more and more millennial buyers are now in place, and they're saying, well, let me give you a stat right here. It says that 41% of millennials would prefer not to deal with a human at all, meaning they just want digital communication. So millennial buyers, a big factor in bringing salespeople in-house. Number four, it's easier to find inside salespeople than field salespeople. Why? Because a lot of people don't want that field position, but they want to go to a specific location every day. They don't want to deal with the elements, the difficulties, the challenge of being in the field, and they like to work on a team that's in-house. So in a lot of cases, it's easier to find, recruit, and hire an inside salesperson. Number five, how about this one? It's quicker to train, oh, by the way, and deselect an inside salesperson than a field salesperson. Now, here's the thinking. With an inside salesperson, you as a sales leader or business owner, you can observe them all day long. You can watch what they're doing. You can listen in on calls. You can coach them right there and then. But you and I both know that doing ride-alongs, we'll call it, with a field sales rep, you don't have the touches or the visibility to coach them accordingly. So again, they're saying it's quicker to train. And oh, by the way, when you deselect someone, let them go, there's not that relationship that typically is bonded with a field salesperson. Now, as I go through these, I'm not suggesting, by the way, that field sales is not the way to go. I'm simply suggesting here, these are some trends I'm seeing to help your business sell to win. Number six, it's easier to measure in many cases the activities of an inside salesperson versus outside. So you've got more accountability. Think about it. An inside salesperson, you can easily measure the number of emails, phone calls, appointments, proposals, etc. Now you can measure those things with someone in the field. I'm just saying it's easier, people are finding, to measure that with an inside salesperson. Number seven, the inside salesperson can cover a larger area. There's no drive time. So the geography limits become much greater when you've got someone inside, again, because they don't have to travel physically from A to B. Number eight, the inside salesperson, without question, can make more calls, more customer touches per day. Now, if you think about it, as a field salesperson, what would we do in a day? Maybe 2 to 4 face-to-face meetings, we'll call it. Maybe double that if you want to call it with, Zoom technology, etc. But the inside sales rep is typically tasked with doing 75 to 100 touches a day, which is exponentially in many cases more than a field salesperson. So your coverage is more geographically, and then the number of activities is much greater. Number 9. People are saying that, hey, depending on where you live and the thought process accordingly, with coronavirus, etc., some customers are saying, hey, I would prefer to have a salesperson not on my premise and deal with someone remotely. Again, this is depends on where you are and your state of thinking, but some customers would prefer not to have someone physically there, so an inside salesperson may be a quote-unquote safer decision. Number 10. Look, virtual technology has improved. Now we can be there in person through a screen. I'm not suggesting anything is better than a human physical interaction, but with the technology now, we can visit customers virtually. We can start to scale ourselves with automation. And these are reasons, again, why the inside person may be an opportunity for your company. Now, look, I just want to say in closing, I'm not against the field sales role. I'm not suggesting you move right away to inside sales. What I wanted to do today was just share with you an emerging trend I'm seeing. That's the rise of the inside sales professional. That may help you sell to win.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of The Smarketing Show. If you enjoyed today's show, please like, share, and subscribe to get the latest B2B insights to help you market and sell to win.